We are under the lights as the show gets you. Jacob deGrom gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I really believe this offense really needs their cleanup hitter to find his form. Talk about struggling. He had less than 5 hits the entire last month. Whoa, that's like a hit a week. I mean, come on. When you wake up and fall out of bed, you're at least going to be able to get 1 hit a week. He has to do a lot better than that.
The count now at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Shaw goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Popped him up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And that's in there. Base hit. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he is all the way over to third now with a 2-out triple.
The catcher.
So now to the plate, Aramis Garcia. And he fouls this one off. Trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at 3rd and 2 gone. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a half. Hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. It's on to the bottom of the 1st. No score on the show. Drew Smiley out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matty, we get the opportunity to watch the reigning National League Pitcher of the Month go to work. So obviously I'm pretty excited to see about how he attacks these hitters. He's shown a lot of confidence on the mound right now, and that confidence can sometimes be a pitcher's greatest weapon.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. Pitch on the way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the 1st inning.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Rosario at second. Nimmo on at first with nobody out. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. A ball and 2 strikes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. In his career, Alonso is working with a slugging percentage over .550. So there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Stays alive, still 0-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Second inning set to go, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Christian Ademaze. No balls and a strike to count. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Cespedes going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the third.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
McNeil backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting seventh.
Coming to the plate now, Kean Wong. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. So nothing happening. J.D. Davis the next to bat. He went deep in the contest last night.
J.D.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Outside part of the plate. The changeup is in there. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Fouled away. Fouled off. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Ready now, Michael Conforto comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat.
At the ball.
Conforto, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-1 home. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ball and a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Duggar is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here. First offering on its way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And that's too high, ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Back to him, and that's off his leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Into the box, Drew Smyly, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Ripped on the ground to first. To second for 1. On to first, so they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. The 1-1. This is in the air out to left field. Cespedes is after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. Now the relay home. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And this is what good major league hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grabbing the momentum, trying to tack on early runs as quick as possible. It allows the pitcher to go out there, relax, attack the strike zone. It keeps everybody involved. That 2-out RBI, I know it's early, but that just gives everyone a chance to just relax and compete.
In there, a base hit.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but He can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the third inning.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game. And a relay home. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune. Stepping in now, Christian Automez. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Cespedes on the move. He's not going to get it. And the two-out rally continues. The relay throw, and he's safe.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple. And if the pattern holds, the next hitter will rope a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the third inning.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Steven Matz is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Bell. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5. Another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that's just out. No, that's ball.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
All even now, 2-2. From the stretch.
Full count, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here it comes on 0-2. Another one sent foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly by Bell. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Way inside with that one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat. This guy's been really patient. Now he's in the driver's seat, sitting with the 2-0 count.
This is foul right side. The 2-1. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Brandon Nimmo, a base hit in his first trip. Smiley's ready, and the pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Two out, nobody on. And they get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder,
Riding in once again, Steven Duggar. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. Duggar ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He scores. As they pile on, it's now a 6-0 game.
number 83.
Chris Shaw the next to take a turn at the plate. As it's grounded sharply to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder.
So 2 away for the Giants here in the 4th, and that'll bring in Joey Rickard. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ballgame. And he is in the 2nd with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Man, I don't think he could have dissected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. The relay, and he'll make it to third with a triple.
Wow, he's seeing the ball very well in this one. He already has a homer, and I thought he might have another one here, but it's going to hit high off the wall, and he's into third. They might think about pitching around this guy going forward.
Into the box now, Christian Automais. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's
second baseman.
Chris Martin gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Kian Wong, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. Lifted the other way out to left center. Cespedes is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Giants 9 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he lays off for ball 1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Hit in the air to center field. Duggar's there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting,
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. guy swinging first pitch?
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound.
High and deep to right. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Behind 0-2 now. Smiley comes set. Here it comes. And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Brandon Belt. Blind to shortstop, and there's one away. So here now's the pitcher, Drew Smiley. He flew out in his last at-bat, and it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Rosario in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Ready once again, Steven Duggar. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. He pulls this one into right, so he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Well, with that base hit right there, D-Row, he's 1 double. He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. He gets 1 more AB, all he needs.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone! That'll bring in Joey Rickard. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Well, with that base hit, D-Row, he's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. The only one he needs now is the home run, and he should get another AB in this one.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. People are like to downplay the cycle a little bit. I'm a huge fan of it myself. If he can mix in this homer right here, not only hits for the cycle, but 4 knocks in the game.
Now batting.
At the plate, Christian Automaids turned on down the line. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that is... Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy out. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And that's the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
And he fouls this one off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Nimmo, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Smiley peers in. Here it is on 0-2.
Ball that time. Ball inside.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Jerry Familia gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Familia.
So stepping in, Mauricio Dubon. It was a single for him in his last at bat.
San Francisco, the third baseman, number 1, Mauricio Dubon.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about him. In now, Kian Wong, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slider finds the zone for a strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Nobody out, runner on first. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Just hung in there on that one. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he's back standing. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now the 2-0. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Drew Smiley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 on its way down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone.
And meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Digging in and looking for more, Steven Duggar, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Comes set and the 0-1. Here's a little chopper to the right side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. In to score the runner from third.
Now batting, number 83.
Into the box, Chris Shaw, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
There's certain pitches throughout the game that decide whether you win or lose it. This is certainly one of the bigger moments right here.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Here it comes on 3-0. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Now batting, Joey Rickard. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are loaded with only one out. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. McNeil's got it for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Pulled toward right center field. Duggar's there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Keith Alonso.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. And now a pitch on the way. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In now, Wilson Ramos. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
That evens it up, 1-1. Smiley's ready and delivers. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Another try at 2-2.
The count is full.
J.D. Davis would be next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The payoff pitch one more time is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down in order go the Mets, and they remain well behind. Seventh inning ready to roll, and now it'll be the catcher, Aramis Garcia.
Number 16.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Now the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Stepping in now, Christian Audemaze. He'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. High in the air out to center field. Conforto is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mauricio Dubon. He singled his last time up. Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Center fielder on the run, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now batting, second base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, base hit to right. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 9.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
At the plate, Brandon Belt. Set to deliver the 0-1. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Drew Smiley stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Now both runners are across. And he is in at third with a 2-run triple.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Row.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
The 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Robert Gesellman comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Chris Shaw, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. Two outs here with a runner at third. Count now, a ball and a strike. A ball and two strikes now. Still 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
Standing in now, Joey Rickard. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. And he's got a shot at history. Needs to send one over the wall to complete the cycle. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now batting.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. In now, Aramis Garcia, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. If he could find a gap somewhere, he'll have a good shot at completing the cycle. He needs a double. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
That's inside.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Nimmo's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Giants on top, 18-2. Last half of the 7th here, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chopper to short. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now the pitch. Cut fastball, and it's by him, 1-1.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game. Just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
1 out, nobody on. Softly hit to the left side. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, the left fielder, Cespedes.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now it's 2-0. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Smiley gets the sign. Here comes the pitch.
Down to 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Here's Cespedes with a drive. That's high and deep to left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Home run number 9 on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Robinson Cano will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the net, number 24, Robinson Cano.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. He'll come in with an average down to 230. No home runs as of yet, and 5 driven in. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a liner right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. Giants out in front here, 18-3. Edwin Diaz enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Edwin
Now at the plate, Christian Audemays. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the eighth. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll. But boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed
high and deep to center field. Racing back the center fielder at the track, and it's gone as they add still another. So now to the plate, Kean Wong. A swing and a high drive to right center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
He got the pitch he wanted and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Into the box, Drew Smiley pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Seth Lugo, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Steven Duggar will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
0-1's the count.
Three runs already home here. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. The 0-2 home.
The count is 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And he's working on a 5 RBI game. Quite a performance we're seeing from him in this one. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. At the plate, Joey Rickard.
Now batting, right fielder, Joey Rickard.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Conforto is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleed.
Leading up for the Mets, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Arlene Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. Swing, and he pops him up. Adames has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 9.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next will be the speed threat, Aramis Garcia.
Number 16.
Popped him up. Alonso in foul ground. And no one will get this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. Garcia takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further. Into the box now, Christian Adames. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits in 6 tries for him thus far. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here at this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball play.
At the plate now, Kian Wong, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. Dubon blows through the stop sign, headed for home, and he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Nimmo in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Brandon Crawford.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Conforto is there, 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 6.
So coming to the plate, Steven Duggar. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Chris Shaw is going going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he'd dearly love to make it 3 right here. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. From the belt, the pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. In there, a base hit.
Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
High and deep to right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll played 1 for sure and maybe a second. And the second run will score as well. And he will score on the inside the park home run, and that was a gift right there. In now, Christian Adamaze. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone into the upper tank.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
So now to the plate, Mauricio Dubon, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Here it comes. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Hit well again down the right field line. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot down the line in right. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Hey, I've seen a lot of things in my time, but I'm not sure I ever remember a player this hot. 2 home runs yesterday, another 2 home runs today. He could market and sell whatever pregame meals he's feasting on because he looks unstoppable right now.
Dylan Betances comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Nimmo is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But not before an even 10 men come around to score here as they break this game wide open. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. San Francisco leads this one 33-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Reyes Maranta is in out. To the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Pablo Sandoval will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Ready with the 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. And it's 1-2. Maranta is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the pitch. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. This pitch is popped up. Belt is under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Mets, the 3rd baseman, J.D. Davis.
Now at the plate, J.D. Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball.
The 1-0 pitch. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. Throw won't get him.
The batter, number 1.
Stepping in now, Ahmed Rosario. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. And he can't track it down. A base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from 3rd crosses the plate. Now the relay home. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over.
The winning pitcher is Bruce.